All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Allen on 3rd down. Has his man. That's there looking from Penn State. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. Now an inside give to Carter. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Once again, Irving. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. He puts everything behind this one. They're on it. That's intercepted. Khalil Elam makes the play. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 23. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in your pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So the Bills going with a dive package now on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're on the board.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return coming here from the 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards at the end.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Now a give on the counter. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's 2nd and 7. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. So it's 2nd down coming up. On the give, this is Irving. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They give to Irving, left side. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Right back to Irving now. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. First throw for the backup now. Catch made by Bucky Irving. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Here's the give to Irving. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second down, looking for options. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw for Allen. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Allen looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Carter up the middle. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now Allen. The throw is caught. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. This is Carter. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They give it to him up the middle. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Try it with him again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills make it a 1-score game before halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling out the goal line stand. And all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. To throw here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to the air here. He's going deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over possession. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Allen. It's his running back. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. It is Cup, left side. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Again, Allen to the air. Throwing this back in the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they face second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's second down. He's back to throw. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Setting up a throw. And that one's incomplete.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's a throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grab the lead on their first series of the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 31. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running right, it's Irving. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. On the handoff, Allen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Man in motion here. From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Looking for a throw here. And that's going to be knocked away. May have saved a completion there. And that brings us to the end of our 3rd quarter.
When a defender can get his hands on a pass and knock it away in any way, that's usually good things for the defense.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. The Bills with a punt team out there. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes out to the left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a 1st. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Throwing off the play fake here. That's a catch, Jalen McMillan. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Going with Irvin here. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 35 on second down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Irvin here from the gun. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Throw on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Back to the air, Allen. Completed to his running back. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shredding. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Now an inside give to Carter. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Allen to throw. Hits him on the out route. Running in the red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the one back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
On the give, this is Irving. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
And give him 6 on the run as that play takes us to the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Running left, this is Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here he is to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Got 3 on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 4. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A familiar sight in this contest, Bronk. He's out there again for another field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Evans now to return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Hits his running back. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Setting up to pass. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills jump in front now by 5. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over.